Do I have what it takes to coach a gold player all the way from gold to masters within 1 month? Let's find out. So I had a giveaway on TikTok where my mods and I would hand select a winner to have a month-long one-on-one coaching journey with me, with the goal, of course, of having that player achieve masters. The turnout was amazing and extremely overwhelming. We had a staggering 200 plus people enter the giveaway. Selecting the winners was one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make. Even though my team helped me so much, I knew at the end of the day, the decision was ultimately up to me. Eventually, days and days after creating brackets and making multiple pros and cons lists, I came to a final decision. Mars was a very new Overwatch player. However, her submission resonated with my team and I more than any other one did. So here's part 1 of a 4-part series. I'm gonna showcase Mars and I's journey of me coaching her in a 1-month time frame.
So you said Overwatch is your first-person shooter, right?
Yeah, I literally haven't played any games besides Overwatch.
Overwatch is your first and only game you've ever played?
Well, like I played like Minecraft and like Roblox, but that's kind of like, who has it, you know?
So at this point, I knew my work was cut out for me, but in a way, this made me more excited than ever to begin coaching Mars.
Your submission really drew me in because you get what you need to go for. Like, I like how you explained it, improving on finding balance between healing, making plays, and the right opportunity to turn fights. You're like, your mind's on the right track.
Looking back at like the games I played, like I really need to like focus on those things.
So I saw your hero pool. It was predominantly Mercy. And since Mercy, you can't really have that much of a say in fights, probably gonna have you working mostly on like Kiriko, Ana, and we could keep Juno there.
My top 3 is Juno, Kiriko, and
Mercy, yeah. But it was like Mercy by a long shot. Are you ready to probably have to drop Mercy?
So after the season started, I gave Mars a couple of days to finish her placements, and then I decided to begin the coaching.
Okay, so the goal here, I'm gonna try to give real-time coaching advice. I want you to try to think out loud if you could.
I don't know where to go. What the fuck? I didn't mean to press that.
Pay attention to how that whole span of 30 seconds, everyone you were healing was pretty much at least like 90% health already. You see their whole comp, right? Carry has something that no one on their team has, obviously, besides their carry. Carry has no damage drop off, right? Carry has no damage drop off, a lot more range than most of the characters in the game. You want to take long angles, long narrow angles ideally. There's a bunch of time before fights. The lower rank, there's more of those windows to really get where you need to be. Try to wing off and really set up for that early fight damage and stuff. I would like you somewhere like here, right? What you could be doing is denying the Tracer this space, or at least trying. You could be right here, denying the Tracer this space, or you could be right here.
I'm like scared to take 1v1s like that because of my aim. Like I have like no confidence in that.
Don't be too worried about aim, honestly. The whole premise is to draw aggro and make them look at you, make them use resources. You know, if you're getting kills while you're helping opening that angle and denying that space, then that's going above and beyond. Not to mention, Kiriko kills Tracer faster than Tracer kills Kiriko, right?
Whole lot of open space there that I could have. Yeah.
You see what you TP into, right?
Majority of the time, I don't think when I TP, it's a big problem for me.
Just to paint the picture, right? Imagine if you were here dueling this Tracer for this space, right? Let's say you won, Tracer backed up, and you were already here. The fight would have been won right there. But now you're in a hot mess. You got to use both your cooldowns. You guys used all your cooldowns and ultimately lose the fight. What do you think is the most important thing after TPing every single time?
I just TP. That's all that's in my brain. Just TP to the crit person, Suzu them.
Every single time you use teleport, your top priority is getting to safety. Get to cover. Number 1, every single time you teleport. Where can I go so I could still see the fight and be safe? Like in a situation like this, right? Because here, you're waiting for your Ryan to walk up, or you're waiting for your Soj to get a kill. Let's help out. while the time you guys are freezing and choke, waiting for your Ryan or Tracer or Sojourn to do anything, this is the times where you're like, okay, let me open up an angle for the team.
So after the first game and VOD review, I had Mars cue another one with what she recently learned. Here's how it went.
Look, they just use shield. Let's look to ult around this corner. Blade coming in. Good cleanse. Great fucking cleanse. All right, we're moving up now, but we're using cover while we move up. Good shit. Instant improvement.
We were both extremely stoked that there was instant improvement in her gameplay. So right after, to end the first session, I had Mars spectate one of my competitive games. Since I also play a lot of Kiriko, I thought this would be a great opportunity for her to be able to gauge what a higher level Kiriko player looks like.
Look, I'm opening up the angle. I'm not hitting my shots, but I'm forcing them to look at me. Doomfist uses Empowered Punch on me, right? As soon as I get sticky by Echo, I instantly Suzu myself because I can't eat that damage. I heal my team, then I keep walking forward. I'm using cover though. Have no cooldowns, TP out. Go high. I'm waiting for my cooldowns back to play aggressive. They don't have res, I'm seeing what I could do for my team. Echo lives, that's fine. Echo can't engage for another 10 seconds. I didn't get any kills there, right? I finished like the Soj, but the Soj was already one shot and the Wu Yang was already low. But me being there is making the Wu Yang not able to heal his Doomfist. The Soj can't shoot my team because she has to look at me. And I can't do anything about the Nano Blade and the Doom. But what I could do, I could go out with my Doomfist and trade backlines. You saw how my Ashe got nano bladed and I was able to save him without TPing onto him. It's important to be able to Suzu from far away. Look, now he has no dash, no deflect. I could take this. You see how I used cover and I waited for his cooldowns were out?
After she spectated my match, I asked Mars if she had any inputs or thoughts.
Any thoughts? Were you like thinking to yourself anything? Any conclusions?
Is very fast. At the end there, you were low. You used your Suzu on your team instead of yourself. I would have probably used it on myself, but then my team would have been fucked.
Right after Mars reviewed my gameplay, we jumped right back into VOD reviewing her.
Alright, why didn't we kill that Reaper? Alright, you gotta be a little careful in situations like this, because if your Zarya didn't bubble you, you're 100% dead. But your Zarya did bubble you, and Reaper used his Get Out of Jail card, right? You made the decision here to not heal your Junkrat, which is fine. He didn't end up dying here, but why didn't we chase the Reaper? Look,
bad mistake. Yeah.
one kunai, one melee. You see, you had the right idea. You're killing a target that's in the open. Not the right idea. You had a good idea. There was a better idea, a way better opportunity 2 feet away from you.
Right.
Do you remember what made your mind switch courses completely?
I thought he was out, and I seen the Moira looking for Soldier because he was out like that.
After Mars and I did a bunch of VOD reviews, I wanted to wrap up the week with something different, so I had her spectate a pro Kiriko gameplay with me. I pointed out both strengths and weaknesses.
Always near cover, literally always near cover. He's not hill botting, he's just topping off everybody while he's going to another angle, right? And he always had an angle. He's constantly pinging the Tracer up there. He always has a long angle. He hasn't even taken 1 damage. Honestly, the most important thing I'd say you could take away from this is how he always has an angle. Well, let's see. He was playing fine here. Honestly, I don't think he should have TP'd here. Now, he just TP'd into a Ramatra running behind him with form. He doesn't have cleanse. They just used amp. Why couldn't he stay there until his Suzu was ready to go? He shoot the ram from the back, make him look. He TP'd without his cleanse. He's brawling for no reason. He wasted Suzu, and now the fight's over.
At the end of the first week, we both felt very confident and happy on how the coaching was turning out. In the span of a single week, her progress was already looking great. If you're excited to see the rest of her journey, please subscribe and like the video so you know when part 2 is coming out. It also lets me know that the series is being well received.